Um, we got to win. At the end of the day, you're happy with that. But at the same time, our thought process going into this game was, this was an opportunity for our group to kind of take that next step as a program and key in on some three things that we thought could help us get to that. And I thought we did a great job in the first half in all those areas. And then the second half, I thought it all kind of went out of the window a little bit. But you have to give UNLV credit for the fight that they put in the second half. But I thought our guys came out and probably put it on me, came out and did not play with the same type of energy and activity that we played in the first half, and looked more like a high school team, thinking that just because you have a double-digit lead in the first half that the other team is not supposed to show up and play. And this is college basketball, competitive basketball, in a very good league, and that's a very good program. And Coach Lindsay obviously has done a good job. So, I was happy with the first half, but I still feel like we did not take the step we needed to take tonight to get over just being right there as a ball club.
Coach, we talked about this. You've seen this in past games, so you tell the guys. I'm sure like you said, you were a player. You can make it look easy, and then not have that edge. But what do you do to try to? You just keep harping on them. I mean, as a coach and a staff, what do you do to try to get them over that hump? I guess.
To be honest, you just keep hitting the point and keep working at it. We missed an opportunity tonight to take that step, and we got a very good program coming in Saturday, which, in a sense of how crazy this league is, with everybody's kind of beating up on each other. You got Boise coming in, and you get a win, and you're in the top 3, top 2. But it's that crazy of a league. But I think you just keep hitting on the point. And what I was disappointed about is, I really didn't coach the second half. Well, I felt like I was coaching energy too much in the second half, energy and activity, and that shouldn't happen, with this group, because I feel like on the practice floor they bring it every single day. I have not walked away from practice and felt like those guys have not given it to us. But I thought that second half was not Cowboy basketball.
Coach, the first half you guys were pretty dominant in the paint. I think you had 20 first half paint points. Was that just a result of that energy, or just something that they switched up that didn't work as well in the second half inside?
Well, I knew going in we were probably going to see a lot more zone than man, just because of the way we want to play and the way that they want to play. And I thought within the offense, it was more of an attack mentality, not settling, so to speak, whether getting it to their off the dribble or off cutting or off post. I thought we were very effective. And then we defended on the other end of the floor. We defended and we rebounded the basketball, low turnovers as well. And I thought in the second half, we lost that edge. It was a team it was one of those teams that just felt like they just wanted the clock to run out. As soon as 20 minutes started, it's like they wanted it to be over. And I'm saying that's not how you take that next step. So we have to continue as a staff and as a program to address that. And we have another opportunity Saturday to get better.
You said that UNLV fought in the second half to come back, and I'm going to be really cookie cutter about it. Is it more of their fight, or was it more of Wyoming dropping the ball?
Probably a little bit of both. Because I thought, it was a great edge. Well, first, we did a great job on Morning in the first half. I think he might have had 2 points. And then he came out in the second half, I want to say he had maybe 13, ended with 15. So he did a better job in the second half, which allowed them as a whole to be a little bit more effective. And some of the guys made jump shots that we went into the game saying we would live with that, and that was okay. But when the team starts to play with that, then it ignites what they're trying to do, and then we as a program starts to get passive and saying again, clock run out, rather than no, play our game of basketball, continue to defend. I thought we did a horrible job rebounding the basketball in the second half, and then again timely turnovers. So it's something that we're still harping on, and we still have to get better as a group.
What bothers you the most with that rebounding, especially giving up so much on their offensive glass?
I mean, just ball security, you know. And I get sometimes we are probably thin and skilled, but that has nothing to do with being scrappy, which I always like to say. I don't like to use the word toughness with these guys. We're a scrappy basketball team, and what I hate about it is we got guards that are just as athletic as any guards in this league that can go play above the rim also, but we get in that habit of try to leak out to go play on the other end of the floor. So it's not a game rebound type of mentality. So, you know, if you can think back, I was just going back and forth with Lou and JJ, and I was saying, so one of you got a rebound for us, you know? So JJ ended up, I think, getting one tough from there late, but, you know, back to the drawing board, show them on film, another opportunity this Saturday to get better at it.
Coach, you gave Lou the start. You know, you've done that before. Was that just more athleticism, a little more, you know, better matchups to that? What was some of the reasoning there? Because he gave you a good spark tonight, I thought.
No, it just goes back to my thought process at the beginning of the year. I just wanted to, it gives me a better chance of balancing how I want to sub. So I think, again, I like to balance Lou and Mac, and then JJ and Alex, you know, but not saying that they both can't play at the same time, Jason and Alex. It just gives me an opportunity to have that athleticism with that skill and shot making ability between the four of them. So I don't like when I have either J-Mac or J-Mac and Alex on the floor for an extended period of time together, but I don't like having JJ and Lou on the floor for an extended period of time. Not to say they can't play, you know, 2 or 3 minutes here and there, but I just don't like that, and it gives me an opportunity to flow with my subbing a little bit better than if I started Alex and J-Mac. And I was just waiting to a few games after Lou got back off the injury to do it.
Coach, I think about 3 minutes into the second half, you just switched the whole lineup out. Was that kind of, were you trying to kick somebody's butt into gear there, or what was
You know what? To be honest with you, no, it wasn't that. It's just, that's just how much confidence I have in our numbers, to where I feel like I can sub 5 at a time, and we don't necessarily get worse. We get even, or we get better. You know, so I mean, it wasn't like I was saying everybody out there sucked right now that I wanted to sub everybody. No, can I say that? No, I just believe in what we have, and I just thought, you know, to me, again, to help with the subbing pattern, and then going against a group that I wanted to really get up and down the floor from a fatigue standpoint.
I think, like Robert mentioned, this has happened before, but this is the first time I think anybody actually got the lead back after you guys kind of lost that cushion. Did something flick, like a switch flip in those last couple minutes there, where the guys were able to, you know, take the lead again?
Well, you know what? I thought JJ made some big plays down the stretch, and you know, he's that type of player, you know, that has that ability. But even within our offense, if we move it, we can get what we want eventually. But he has that ability to go create his own shot. And then with that skill lineup, you know, sometimes I like to put him in the post. I even thought the last attempt that we got to him in the middle of the paint was a good look. You know, we just didn't put it in. But I just thought that. And the other thing, the guys, at least one thing I liked about the second half was the guys were in the huddle talking about, okay, let's get a stop to win the basketball game. That was probably the only bright spot in the whole second half.